What's up, guys? It's Rantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and oh snap, is it gonna be an awesome freaking day? So guys, welcome back, and happy Sunday. So today we're up here in the frozen north taking a look at this. So what exactly is this? Well, we're taking a look at the Seaside Cottage. Now, we are up here actually by Dawnstar of all places, over here in the Sea of Ghosts. Now, we're right here at the Seaside Cottage. We have Hellas Folly right next to us, as well as Nightcaller Temple, the Dawnstar Sanctuary, Winterhold Imperial Camp, and Pilgrim's Trench. But the closest holds being Dawnstar and Winterhold. So pretty cool to see. Now, this home is a small seaside cottage, just as it says, that is fairly vanilla when it comes to everything that's inside of it. Now, that's kind of the nice part, because some people, they don't want all the modded bells and whistles. They don't want all the cloud storage, they don't want all the gigantic mansions and stuff like that. But they want something simple, by the water, where they can just come, live out a solitary, simple life up here in the frozen north of Skyrim. Come here and harvest your salmons and all your stuff, do some fishing, and just live a solitary life. Kind of cool to see. Not to mention, if you have other mods that add wildlife into the Sea of Ghosts, it might be cool to see, walk outside one morning and see a freaking narwhal or narwhal or like beluga whales and humpback whales and stuff like that coming out, because I know there's mods out there like that, so that would be really, really cool to see. But the exterior of the home is nothing fancy, just as you can see. It looks just like the regular home from Riverwood. In fact, I believe it's modeled after, Alvor's home from Riverwood. The smith would be here, and then, the workbench and the tanning rack would be here, and then the table right here. So it's pretty much cut and paste of Alvor's home, but it's kind of nice to have it up here in the snow. Now, we're right next to one of the bigger ruins, so there's probably going to be either some skeletons, some draugrs, maybe some ice wraiths up here. You gotta realize that when you live up here, you might have something to fight every now and again. But let's head in and see what it looks like. And okie dokie, here we are, inside of the Seaside Cottage. Now, the one thing that I love about the buildings in Skyrim, especially the cottages, are the vaulted ceilings. The triangular ceilings and the wooden beams, the exposed wooden beams and all that stuff. It's really cool thatch roofs, and it kind of reminds me just both of a tropical getaway and then the Nordic type of building. Pretty cool. But nice big area up here, lots of natural light coming in from the top of these windows. And the first thing that a lot of people who like the modded homes will say is it's boring. But to those of you that like the more vanilla look, that you like the more just cottage look, this is probably the home for you, especially if you wanted somewhere up here. Not to mention, you don't have to live here. You could just have this as a retreat for, going up north. Would be kind of cool to have. But over here we have a nice big dinner, or a nice small dinner table, I should say, set for two, with some apples, a nice book, and a bottle of wine. Now you're talking my language. Now you're speaking my language. And then you have a draught of resist cold, perfect for up here, a little bit of loose gold, and then a nice big bed, chest, as well as an empty wardrobe for you to store some stuff. Another little dinner table set for two with a little bit more comfy chairs, but it's probably safe to say that downstairs is where most of the fun is going to happen. And I think I'm indeed correct. So down here, it's a nice big area. Kind of reminds me of the taverns that you find and the inns and stuff that you find all throughout Skyrim. All of those areas, really cool to see, but kind of nice to have your own, honestly. Because out towards the back, you have your big bar back here. You can store some beer, some cheeses, some wines. You got barrels for fish, because you're probably going to be doing a hell of a lot of fishing, because there's going to be some salmon up here. Pretty cool to see. And then I saw a doorway over here, but let's see what's inside of here. Okay, so you have to unlock the door, but there's no key in there because it doesn't say you need a key. So if we go ahead and take out, actually, let's see, cheat spell options, we're going to go ahead and get right next to the door and come over here. Good one. And we'll go ahead and come over here and unlock. Perfect. So otherwise, you would just have to unlock an apprentice lock. But hello, we found the crafting area. Look at this. I like the lighting in here, too. Do you see this? It's like orange. It feels so warm. So we have our big blacksmith forge over here, always nice to have, with a few loose ores and nice storage areas for all of your crafting materials. You got a strong box to store some gems, you have a chest for your ingots and stuff, and then you have a safe for maybe some of your more expensive stuff, your Daedric hearts, your dragon bones, your dragon scales, all that stuff that you might want to keep for later. Your smelter right here, as well as some loose pelts for your tanning, leather strips, some firewood, very nice to have, dove a bit. And then a pickaxe that does 55,000 damage because I'm in God mode. But we have our grindstone, our workbench, our tanning rack, and a little bit of weapon storage right here. Always nice to have. You know, if you want to display the weapons that you create in your own forge, you can, but I like this area down here. This reminds me of the old basement down in Lakeview Manor, and really any of the Hearthfire homes, because you can really customize the way they look. But a big bookshelf for the bookworms of Skyrim, not too big, but kind of nice to have. Alchemy lab right here, nice decor in here, makes it feel dungeon-esque, but not too bad, because the lighting and the little flowers and the berries and stuff, they kind of complement it well. Assorted alchemical ingredients, always nice to have, with a big chest right there. And a couple more chests right here for various storage. Got some blister wart, some imp stools, some white caps, bleeding crowns, fly amanita, and Namira's rot, always nice to have. Some more barrels to store all sorts of stuff. Very cool. And then over here we have our enchanting table as well, with a big chest underneath of that to store soul gems and anything else that you need. And one thing that I really like about this home that I'm noticing is the fact that there's a lot of safe storage as well as display areas. No armor mannequins, you know, none of the flashy armories with a million armor mannequins and weapon racks and stuff like that. But truthfully, really, this is all you need. A lot of the modded homes, the theme in modded homes is excess. You don't need all that stuff, but you want that stuff. But for the people that want to maybe just have a vanilla with sprinkles experience, I think this is kind of the modded house for you, because it gives you just that. Plus, you get a floating... Oh, no, that's not floating. It looked like it was floating. But, guys, like I said, let's see, what time is it? 6:08 p.m.? I think... Yep, the lighting changes inside of the house at different times of day. That's kind of cool. Look at that. I love the way the lighting looks. But, like I said, not the home for everybody, especially if you only want modded homes. But this one is more so modded with sprinkles. Kind of nice to have if you want more of a slow lifestyle rather than the big mansions and castles. But, guys, I very much hope you enjoyed today's mod showcase, and I will see you in the next video.